and what you learned from that?
Well, it was an interesting experience. It has been the first time that I'm actually the mentor or the person with the experience to give advice and insight to the new generation. It was pretty good in the sense that I was able to form a close relationship with a few of the new generation mentees that I found. It was also interesting because I happened to have known at least one of them from before. And that created a different dynamic because then he introduced me to a lot of the other trainees that initially didn't come forward. So one of the things that I noticed is that a lot of the underrepresented minorities that were in that initial email, and that we were supposed to have that initial contact, actually never reached out to me. And I tried several times. So that was a little disappointing because, I was expecting there would be more interest. But I think part of it is that they really didn't know well what was this mentoring about. And I tried to engage with the people who actually came to me and the ones that I actually could find through the conference. And then I realized that part of the reason was because they really didn't know what to expect. Okay. So if I learned something, I probably will reach out to them before the conference, giving a little more, introduction of what I was and what could happen during the conference and how we could interact in a different manner. And maybe that will make them more prone to come and hang out and reach other things. With the ones that I actually got to interact was actually very interesting because it was like a two-way thing. Some of them are actually more senior investigators, surprisingly, and some of them were more junior. So it was a very interesting set of experiences. One or two of them were actually industry related. So it was something that they were not expecting, for instance, that they could be potentially engaged with the Keystone Fellows. And I tried to make a point for them to realize that was a critical opportunity for them, regardless of what the path, that they were following career-wise. So I think if anything, we want that in the sense that now they are very aware of the Fellows program.
Okay, good. So your advice then is for us to do something on this end. I know we sent out the email, but maybe say exactly, more specifically, what they will expect from the engagement with the on-site fellow. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Yeah.
But probably maybe coming from the fellow. So I think in that respect, I did not reach out enough to them ahead of time. So what I've noticed is that they might have not felt so enthusiastic about it to the point that they didn't feel it was that important. I think, I didn't, and the problem is that I didn't get to talk to a few of them at all, even though I was looking through their batches through the whole conference. I couldn't get to talk to a few of them. So if anything, I feel like that would have been a nice, if I had been in their position, that probably would have helped me to feel more compelled to, not everybody is all outgoing and want to meet other people all the time.
Right. Okay. No, so that's something to consider. I know in the letter that we send out, we put your email, we put the fellow's email address. And then I send a separate email to the fellows asking them to engage as they choose, how you want to do it. Because I also want you to enjoy the conference experience. You're there for your own research as well. So I don't want to detract from that. So speaking of that, did you enjoy the conference?
Oh, it was perfect. It was great. The topic in general was very important to me and, my particular science. So that part was, awesome. I love it. I got to make some contacts with people who are very relevant to my research right now. So that was a very big win for me in that particular conference. I was very excited about it. It's kind of funny. I have always been reluctant to stay to the last day party that the Keystone always does in these things. But because of the location and because our flight was until the next day, for the first time, I actually stay at the night thing with a few of the fellows, with Claudia, one of the Keystone minority students. And we spent a great time. And it was during that after party thing that I got to be in touch with this person who is very important for the research. Which was very interesting. It didn't happen during the actual conference. So
Right.
I guess the message is to enjoy every opportunity during the Keystone conferences to network.
Yes, social networking is important.
Yes.
So good, very good.
Yeah.
So any last thoughts you want to share with us about your experience in total?
No, I mean, I think being in the other side and being sort of a mentor for the other fellows, it does provide like a unique opportunity. It's interesting to be able to pass along your own experience to the younger generation, and you think you do it on a daily basis in other areas, but in reality, when you are like the speaker for the program, it puts you in a different position, and it gives you more credibility if you want, more opportunity. They were very receptive to it. So I'm actually pretty happy to have done it.
Good. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for this. I know that you're very busy, and like you said, you have a lot of grant applications going on. So this is nice. Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. I enjoyed it very much. We'll do it again next meeting that we have to do it.
Yeah. Good.